The following is my true experience with the shady deceitful company SwellPro. I am making this, so no one else will have to go through this. I purchased the Spry Plus, with 2 extra batteries, and extra propellers, totaling $1,081.01. I received the propellers first, then the drone. The drone was broken upon arrival, with the GPS pod hanging off with wires protruding. Though purchased from the manufacturer's site in the US, it was only a front. The return address was Kirklew in Vandalia, Missouri with no SwellPro mention. Upon checking the website, they have no US customer service, just an email to China. I contacted them with no response for days. I reached out to SwellPro Facebook but only received a response from SwellPro UK. They told me they have nothing to do with SwellPro, but gave me a US contact number, Mr. Bojack's Drones in Chicago. Upon finally talking to someone, I was told he had weekly meetings with the manufacturer and would bring up my situation and assured me it would be handled. A few days later my email to China was finally responded to, after many Facebook comments. The associate, Anna, offered to replace it but I would have to send it to China. I told her I just wanted my money back, after the mess this had become. This was 2 weeks after my order and the batteries were still not shipped from California. I told her to cancel them, she refused. Back and forth, I asked to speak with a supervisor, many times but was ignored. I told her I wanted to send it to Mr. Bojack and be done with it as he was the US representative. She contacted shipping and told me to ship it to Urban Drones in Florida. Upon looking up the company, the Google listing had no street address, finding it on the website. I did a Google search of the address and it turned up 3 different tech companies. Red flags raised, but simply wanted this experience to come to an end. I sent all I had received to Urban Drones next day UPS. It was signed for and was now in, their trusted friend's hands. Upon this, Anna told me she could not give me a refund till it got to China, as Urban Drones would now be sending it to them, assuring me it would only take a week. Many shipping professionals told me this was impossible. She then proceeded to tell me she required my PayPal info for my return, of which I had made upon their website with a credit card. I begged to speak with a supervisor again and was ignored. I took to SwellPro Facebook and YouTube and was ignored and blocked. Finally, a man messaged me randomly on Facebook, stating he was a supervisor at SwellPro. He talked in circles, refusing to refund me. Now, SwellPro has my money and drone and I am screwed. US law does not apply to these criminals and they have gotten away with it, yet again. Oh, and the batteries were shipped the day after my drone was delivered at Urban Drones, 3 weeks after order, 2 weeks after cancelled. I will update you if anything changes, but I am not holding my breath. All individuals involved in this enterprise are complicit, regardless of country. This mail fraud-laden organization should be stopped. Please share my story to keep others from making the same mistake. If you are involved in any way with this company, take a hard look in the mirror, and understand you are working for criminals. Urban Drones, Mr. Bojack, SwellPro UK are all fronts for this con. Let them know how you feel about their association with this organization. I will be contacting the Coral Springs, Florida City Council to inform them the kind of company Urban Drones is. Leave your experience with SwellPro in the comments, and let us fight this injustice together. CompanyGraders.com gives SwellPro an F rating.